What is your thoughts on the Gara vs. Toph death battle? It was fine, and I can see why the results happened the way they did. I mean, I wasn't cheering for Gara or anything. Mike the Dude Man asks, can you do the Dragon Ball GT rap? No, and I don't plan on wanting to. What are your opinions on current 2D anime being strange? Define strange, because if you're referring to more nudity and hentai, then I'm sorry, I thought anime was always like that. Pepsi or cocaine? Either. I'm a Hawaiian Punch dude. What are your thoughts on Lorenzo doing a stream destruction on you? I was not made aware of this! Lorenzo, how dare you not tell me you're going to meme all over me, fucking asshole! Monsieur Popo asks, what's that really slimy thing you do when you place Cheetos on your nether regions? That would be called calcium porn. You haven't been watching me in the shower, have you? How do I make sex tortilla? Well, you just take a soft taco shell, wrap it around your dick, and place it into the birth canal, and hope the sauce covers most of it. Then shove it right up the butt to get the brown meat. Careful though, because I hear that part can be very painful and can often break the sex tortilla. Then you get salsa, but not the good kind. Why does it hurt when you pee? Well, sir, you may have an ancestral problem evolving whenever I take a piss. You might need to have a look at it. Who knows, maybe Malefor put a cursed necklace that slightly hurts you whenever urine flows into the toilet bowl. Sharing fates with pee kinda sucks. What are the chances of Chaos Key getting resurrected with 12 nipples again? Again? When was he resurrected with 12 nipples the last time? And why don't I get 12 nipples upon reviving? The most I get is either a hernia or Carmen Sandiego lodged in my butthole. Next time I die and get brought back to life, I demand compensation. Like 14 buttholes. I want my ass to be a pooping cheese grater. Monster Truck Jam asks, any other fighting games you're into besides Smash? Well, I did want to get into Street Fighter, and I'm hoping Street Fighter 5 will do just that for me. I also remember playing a lot of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, and that game was fantastic. My main team was either Zero and Morgan or Zero and Chun-Li, because Zero was amazing in that game. I also played PlayStation All-Stars back in the day when that game was relevant. My mains were Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Sir Daniel. And I'm also getting into Pokémon. Pikachu is fucking amazing. When did you start wanting to play Smash competitively? Couple of reasons. For one, I've been watching tournament footage for Smash more often, and it always gets me hyped. Not only that, but it gives me a want to be as good as people playing out in that field. Like, I'd love to be up there with guys like Zero, Nairo, Eason, the Cat, the Buzz, Mr. R, Ally, Abadongo, Aerolink, Foe, or hell, even Ice Steady, whose Greninja is fucking amazing. I also got more competitive because I have a thing to prove that Palutena is not low-tier trash, and the people who say she is just don't know her potential as a character and just suck as her. So there. Do you have any rival sparring partners or favorite punching bags? As for rivals, I have my friend Koki at college who plays a really good Cloud, Shulk, Bayonetta, everything. Seriously, get this guy a character and he'll know how to play them in seconds. Sparring partners, I have some of my friends on Skype like Max on occasions, and Zui, Jordan, and IRL, I have a guy named Jason who I learned a lot of nest tricks from. Favorite punching bags? Without a doubt, Salty Siegfried, but I'll get to him in your next question. What to you makes a good Smash player compared to a bad one? While I'm not sure if this is exactly my place to discuss this, considering I personally have some bad habits myself, not just in terms of how I play, but on occasions mentality, but I say the best kind of Smash player is someone who knows their weaknesses and know if they need to get better. Another thing is a good Smash player should be confident in their skills, but not oversell themselves to the point of looking egotistical. Perfect example of a bad Smash player, I personally know, Salty Siegfried. Wanna know how he plays? He'll pick Mario, Link, Bowser, or Zero Suit Samus, stand on one side of the stage, wait for you to approach him, and just back throw you if you get too close. That's all he does. Then he'll start complaining about how after the 12th time you've been back thrown by the guy, he'll be going, why aren't you dead yet? Because he hasn't realized by now his back throw is completely stale. Not to mention, it's an easy strategy to punish. At least for me anyway. For me, I use either Palutena, Ness, or Pikachu and just projectile all the way over to the other side of the screen and just frame trap him and open him up for a combo game. Now, I understand having this mentality to play when there's more than 4 players since it's just you trying to survive, but He even does this shit with 1v1s too. The worst part about this is he actually thinks he's good because he's managed to KO a couple of people doing this. Either out of sheer luck, sheer stupidity, or the other guy just making a slip-up. And he thinks he's a Mario expert on this, when he hasn't even scratched the surface of the character. Not to mention, loses 99% of the time. That's what I mean by overselling yourself. Praising yourself on levels you clearly are nowhere close to being. Another thing he does which separates a good player from a bad player is blame the other player for your terrible performance. Now, if it's lag bothering you, that can slide, because I've had a handful of Smash Wars Online a number of times, and I've either had connections that were good, or connections so bad they literally made the match unplayable. However, I'd be hard-pressed to say it's the other player's fault for the lag, because, well, I doubt they intended it to happen. However, blaming the other person or blaming the game for your mistakes only makes you look worse. Again, going back to Salty Siegfried, he'd often blame his controls, call the other players cheap bastards for KOing him, bitch at you for catching him in a combo string, even if it's easy to DI out of, or just complain about you winning in general. So, the other guy won or happened to be better than you. Big deal. Instead of whining about it, adapt and get better. If you see my Smash montage of Palutena, Ness, and Pikachu, do you really think I was that good at them at the start? No fucking way. I had to get help from some of my friends on Skype like Max, Leedy, and Harb to be able to show me ways on how to at least improve myself or at least change up some of my bad habits. Granted, I still fucking have some of them, but I'm still attempting to get rid of them through trial and error. Now, my Pikachu, who is one of my weaker mains, can actually stand shoulder to shoulder with a Xerxes Samus that I consider tournament level. That is something that I'm proud of, and I have something to show as my progress to getting that far. I don't just have moments of me wrecking some poor scrubs that aren't that good at the game under my belt. That's all Salty Siegfried has, and it's really not that much to gloat about, especially if I've also faced those same people and also beaten them rather easily. Also, keep looking for ways to improve, because it'll give you reasons to keep coming back and getting better. Because if you think you've reached a peak of possibly mastering a character, then you might as well stop before you find someone who can beat you with what you know. Because unless you adapt or figure out a way to counter someone's playstyle, you'll probably never beat them. So always keep going as if you want to keep improving. Find things you feel you need to tune up, practice techniques until they're basic muscle memory, understand the matchups to the point where nothing they throw at you surprises you. Also, keep in mind how they react to losing or winning. If they get up all in your face if they lose to you or beat you, then that can be seen as a bad Smash player, mentality-wise, skill-wise, even both. If they're chill about it, say good game, or even give you a handshake, that's a good Smash player. Whether they lose or not, it's a good mentality to have. And it shows that, hey, they're still having fun regardless of how hard they just got destroyed. Or if they mercilessly destroyed you, or whether or not they just had a fun time in general. Next questions come from the Negative Ion, but I sadly can't answer the first two questions since I don't know anything about music making software. I'm just a guy who listens to music and sometimes hums my own tunes in my head. I have no idea what some of these programs are, so I'm not even going to bother pretending that I do. What are your thoughts on the Smash 5 rumors? Do you think it's going to be an official numbered title or a port of Smash 4 Melee, or if the rumors are bogus or what? Personally, I think it might just be a port of Smash 4. There's really no sense in making a new version of Smash, considering the one on the Wii U and 3DS is still pretty new. But if it does get ported, I expect to see some character patches being done. I don't know, has a crappy fanbase ever affected your interest in something? Yes, the Sonic fanbase. It's made me appreciate liking Klonoa all the more because the majority of the people within the Sonic fanbase give me cancer. Nikki asks, 1. What inspired you to do more in Smash Brothers and play more? Just watching the competitive scene is what got me into it. That and the fact that I've gotten so many victories under my belt and even helped others improve in playing the game, it just makes me feel good about getting my skills better. It's also to prove Palutena ain't low-tier trash. Yeah, fuck y'all, she's beautiful and you just suck with her. Praise be to patch 1.1.5, bitch. Do you still plan on making commentaries? Well, that depends if I can get material for it. Either I find it or someone finds it for me. Although I will tell you guys this, I got something cooking. And I'm not doing it alone. You still jelly at me for the Lucina amiibo? No, because I got a Lucina myself now, so there. Just don't be too upset when Baynaze's amiibo comes out and I get it before you do. Why do you say you're bad at Jigglypuff when clearly, when I play against you, you beated my ass? What you talking about? I'm so bad as Jolly Jiggler. I mean, who even fucking plays this character? Nintendo Boy 17 asks, we all know Darkside Phil and his infamy, but even after all the "this is how you don't play" DSP tries it in various commentary/rip videos, have you ever wanted to rip him a new one? Funny you mentioned that because on Hit 'em U49, I made a "this is how you don't play" video on DSP playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Then I started using the name for those videos on people I consider relatively close to DSP's behavior. As for doing another video regarding him as a subject, that depends if I have anything new to say about him or if I can bring something to the table that can argue against what he's talking about that hasn't been brought up by someone else. Which is kind of tough since a lot of people really don't like DSP and have a lot to say about him. Paul K. Dragon asks, ever plan on making Smash videos on custom stages you made? Not really. I don't exactly like going on custom stages unless it's just for dicking around or to go into my personal training room to improve my own skills or help better the skills of others. Other than that, I usually don't like going on the custom stages, especially considering how janky a lot of them can be. Looking at you, Alpharad. Out of all the games you played, which one was the worst? Quest for Camelot for the Game Boy Color. It was a poor attempt at a Zelda clone. Stiff controls, the fact that you had to pay in-game money to fucking save your game, poor collision detection, terrible sprite proportions. Seriously, either Kyla is a giantess or the trees are really fucking small, and the music got annoying after a while. Then again, what do you expect from the same company that made Superman 64? Out of all the DLC characters for Smash, which one interested you the most? Being honest, I have to say Ryu. I always wanted to get into Street Fighter, Cammy being one of the characters I wanted to main, and just seeing Ryu here was pretty awesome and actually made me consider wanting to try again with Street Fighter. I actually wanted to main him at one point, but after trying him out, I just can't figure out how to make him work. The layered button presses always throw me off. Harry McCall18 asks, have you ever heard or seen an anime called Hajime no Ippo? No, but the name does sound vaguely familiar. When Ultimate DBZ Sonic fan asked you who you thought was the most underrated protagonist in anime, did Yusuke Urameshi ever come to mind? Not really, mainly because I think people already know how great a protagonist Yusuke is, not to mention Yu Yu Hakusho is still rather popular and well known by a lot of people, so I wouldn't say that. I had asked Supersonic 407 this a while back, but I was wondering if you, Loudon, Supersonic 407, and maybe Youngblood Fantasy 91 can do a riff on my This Shall Be Remade video. I need some other people to comment about it just in case I may have missed something. Well, to be real here, Ryan doesn't exactly do commentaries or rant videos anymore, and he's much more preoccupied with the Spiffy Needle Geeks LP channel to focus on that kind of thing. Loudon and Hobbs may be debatable though, because while I know they'd be up for a riff on a Sprite video, it probably have to be worth their time to make a video about it, and if not, then they'd probably just leave a comment about it anyway. Have you seen Harry Carr's Power of K cartoon? No, I haven't. I've never even heard of it.